like, you know, over Eastern Europe and such. Let's see, I'm just gonna black the screen for a sec. I can check my private Facebook messages. I'm gonna check the command chat. It's not the official command chat, but it's run by a fan who's basically the fan of command. Now let's go back to monitor capture. And this brings us back to the last two bombers being engaged by the Sukhois. So if there's any other situations you'd like to see, just mention it in the chat. Here I'm playing on high fidelity mode, so I'm gonna actually turn that off and see how it runs. Oh yeah, everything's kind of jumpy when you turn that off. So I'm gonna put that back on. See, when you have massive battles, you might not want high fidelity mode. Yeah, it looks like they're out of ammo. Now, I'm gonna add some conventional SA5s to this, because I'm assuming there would be some conventional SA5s being launched from the single rail. Also, I haven't actually gotten into the logistics aspect, but if you have trucks, you can resupply vehicles in the field. I think there's also a way to resupply helicopters via trucks. You can't resupply airplanes, obviously, but you think you can resupply helicopters by truck in this. I haven't really tried the logistics system out too much. I've actually just gotten back into it after a while. I got it in, I think November. Or no, I think October, actually, last year. Okay, here we go. The SAM site's launching conventional. What? How did... Oh, I completely forgot B-52s have turrets on the back. But it looks like it was shot down by the cannons. Because the Sukhois had to slow down and get in a position to shoot down the B-52s, so they were vulnerable to the tail guns, I guess, because we're out of missiles. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting scenario. Air defense over Russia. So, see if there's any other situations you guys want to see. If you don't have a Twitch account, you should make one if you want to chat. I'm gonna go blank this out for a sec, check some stuff. Oops. Page missions. Page messages. Let's see. Let me go back in game. Oops, wrong one. Okay, yeah, stream's up. So yeah, just post in the chat if there's any other matchups or situations you would like to see. I'm gonna actually get some water right now, so let me just say. It's actually gonna go get some water right now. Be right back.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart but you're so supreme. I give my life not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way.
Okay, I'm back. Let me turn monitor capture back on. So, just a heads up, I also want to just bring your attention just right now. On our page, we've got Steam group. So, if you've got a Steam account, feel free to just join the Steam group, Augmentations Gaming. We also have a Grand Theft Auto crew on the Rockstar Games Social Club. If you're planning on getting Grand Theft Auto for the PC, I advise you join our group. We have 7 members already on that. And the Steam group has 71 members. And let me just make sure, yeah, it's on. And I'm thinking if the Rockstar Social Club turns out to be popular with the page, Cyberjack's one of our admins. He has it on the PS4, so I could also open it up to PS4 players if there's a demand for that. And now let's go back to command, and I guess none of you ever knew. I'm guessing Chaotic Sheep isn't here, so I'm just gonna go check my private messages for a sec. Like excellent. Oh, let's see also. Checking my private chat messages right now. 3 people viewing. I think I actually got a 20 something once. I mean, I was streaming at a more convenient time. And I was streaming Arma, which probably is a bigger demand. It was in the beta. There's probably a lot more people wanted to see that anyway. So I'm just gonna check the page, see how it's going. More news about Tauruses. Okay, I think I'll get back in the action. So since there's no people really, I don't think there's anyone actually really watching right now. I think I'm just gonna go do a scenario. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get somebody on here. The stream starting. Just black out the. Actually, no, it's probably late his time, so I'm not gonna message him. I'm just gonna do some hypothetical situation, some land war. So let me figure. I'm trying to kind of decide on an area to have this land war. Change. Let's try the Cold War database. That could get some interesting land situations. Let's go. Add edit sites. Blue 4. I usually just do blue 4, red 4. I usually don't bother with the specifics just because I'm doing. Because I just like to kind of goof around. I do missions. I mean, I do missions, but or scenarios. But most of the time, I just kind of like to goof around, just kind of see what I can do. I can actually check the database right now and see abilities. It actually what Germany has. I wonder what World War II. Armored Pit T-50. Oh yeah, that's east. Oops. Leopards. Yeah, that they don't have World War II German stuff in here, so I'm not gonna bother with that. But I know they do have Japanese stuff from World War II. So let's go Japanese aircraft. And they do have, 1940, 1941, but I think that's it. 1945, more 1945, 1949. So yeah, you could do a World War II in the Pacific kind of deal. Now I'm gonna look at surface ships of the Japanese during the Cold War, as well as 1939 to 47. Hiryu, yeah, Hiryu's a carrier. Another Soryu's a carrier, so I could do like you could do some World War II missions, scenarios, and submarines. Let's see if we have any no World War II submarines actually. Even though the Japanese did have some during that era, and no facilities, no tanks that they would have had around that area or anti-air. Although I think there are generic anti-air batteries, and so yeah, I think it's only carriers actually. Let me look. Let's go to the IJN carrier. No destroyers, patrol frigates, destroyers. I think it's just like stuff that was involved in Pearl Harbor and whatnot. Because there was an interest in recreating the final countdown. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to United States and facilities. Let's see. Oh, I can click satellites. Whoops. Sky sweepers. Towed artillery. Armor pits, Pershings. M3 APCs. Different tanks. Some Shermans. And some M60s. Okay. It'd actually probably be more interesting to do some old tanks versus each other, just due to the fact that the tanks CIA agent. It's interesting to the HF radio. Firebase in Vietnam. Go back to armored and just see what sensors they have. Generic flare, eyeball. Yeah, let's pull up some hypothetical Cold War scenario. Gonna go zip into map.net, and what do we wanna see? Go to a Google hybrid map, maybe Polish. Maybe even Berlin, hypothetical. Yeah, let's just go with Berlin. Or let's go with Cologne actually, it seems more interesting. Zoom in this can get kind of it can get kind of overwhelming. Okay, I see Dusseldorf, let's just go Dusseldorf. Okay, Google satellite map. So I'm gonna get kind of an overview of the Dusseldorf area. The area surrounding Dusseldorf. This is gonna be at a low zoom, maybe. Let's see, is 12 too much? No, 12's 13. Nah. 14. Let's go to 13. The city itself will be in higher res, and the airfield will be in extremely high res. This was modified by Belugan, who I mentioned also runs a chat room and has made several multiplayer mods. I think he's some computer student. I know he's in around college. Actually, no, I think I'm not sure what his background is, but I do know he's made a ton of stuff for the community. So, gotta give him credit for that. Let's see. This area I'm gonna focus on a little more. 15, 14, 15 should be good. So right now I know that no one's really making requests or anything, so I'm just gonna make a video right now and I'm gonna upload this to YouTube after actually. See, we're generating a map of Dusseldorf. Or Dusseldorf, I think.